Hi everyone, welcome to Dyson Dynamics. As usual, I am the person ringing you in. My name is Fish, and we are Dyson Dynamics doing our own spin on WotC's Hell Time Adventure.
That is true. We are playing Wizards of the Coast's prequel to the hit game Baldur's Gate 3. And that module is Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus. We find our heroes in the midst of traveling across the first layer of hell, Avernus itself, on their way to go and um, attend a function that is being held by the Archduke of Avernus, Zeriel. Um, last time, the time dilation and sort of the wibbly wobbliness of Avernus was turned off. The party was able, for the first time, to sort of see Avernus without its sort of strange planar nonsense. Its large and vast Martian landscapes. And upon approaching the River Styx, which they will be traveling along for the purposes of finding the Stygian dock, where the where Zariel's warship is docked, came across a another infernal being traveling down the Styx and asked for a favor of recovering a eye from a undead beholder that was stalking them along the edge of the Styx. The party did that, and was compensated for that. And now the party continues on with their journey, hopefully to arrive in time for Seriel's encounter. And with that, you all have the floor.
Um, it's still the same day. I'm
Yes.
sorry if we just asked this. Um, I think when we cut back in, I think Jeremia's gathered everybody back into the dining room, living room situation. And I think she's I imagine her with Rhea standing on a chair and she's putting the last touches on Rhea's outfit while she's wearing it. And Jeremiah's like, okay. s- So are we gonna arrive late or on early? No, we said we're gonna arrive early and then we're just gonna ask for forgiveness because I mean the worst thing that happens is we get smote off the face of Avernus, right? And then but the best situation is that she's like, "Yeah, come on in." But the actual situation that's going to happen is she goes just come back in 2 days. Right? Right? Is
Something
that
Yeah, I thought that was
this
our
is about right.
plan the whole time. So
okay. So my thing is what happens if we get there and my outfits aren't ready and we're on time?
That's a good point.
you know how to send a letter back to her?
I didn't consider. Were we supposed to RSVP?
Well, you're her pseudo doctor, so I'd assume that if you don't show, it'd be more of a faux pas.
I don't think I'm her pseudo daughter. I do think I am just straight up her daughter.
Okay, you're her daughter, so I assume that if you show up, there's gonna be a spot for you. If you don't show up, you don't show up.
Mm. Did the invitation say to RSVP?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Don't ask me where it is. I don't know where I put it.
Fair enough. All right.
I got a lot of papers in my room. Or, well, I
Mm.
did.
So, hmm. So should we sort of just sort of like park outside the docks and let Jeremina finish the outfits first before we go in?
Yeah, I think that's the main thing is we need to let Jeremina finish the outfits before we even think about going up there.
Hmm.
Yeah, okay, okay. And then I'll just burn through the night. I'll just, yeah, I'll get it done. I'll get it done.
Do you need help?
Yes. Yes, no, that is why we are not just for logistic reasons. You are also the only person I know of who stays up all night
That's
and
excellent.
would have expertise able to help.
Yep, I can do that.
I've sewn clothes a couple of times, mostly to fix them, but I
Okay.
don't know.
Um, what is a loop stitch?
A loop stitch? Ain't that okay? So if you're trying, no, that's stitch.
Nah, baby, we're using you for calligraphy. You're supposed to calligraphy me up some stuff and then I stitch over that.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'm good at
Just
lines and writing.
yeah, just say some cool stuff. You can just do calligraphy and cool stuff. I don't really care. I don't imagine anyone's gonna like sit there and translate it. So just do whatever. It just has to look good and be easy for me to stitch onto clothing. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Jacob, are you going to help out?
I can certainly help out if needed. I'm not. Stitching was not something I learned, but I can hold something. If that helps.
What kind of spells you know, boy? Oh shit,
And
that's
you
right. You
write
don't know.
back.
No, I wrote it all down. I worked with the Mordecai to at least know the names of them.
You know any spells that can conjure up things?
Definitely don't have that.
Okay.
Like conjure up what?
I don't know. You're the wizard guy.
I not by choice. If we need to be frank about it, it's kind
It
of
wasn't
this
my choice either. So.
to what? You're
Cast
not.
spells.
Isn't that? Anyways, no, I don't have a spell that helps me conjure anything, but I can be at least a helping hand if needed.
Okay. I'll have to think. Can you iron clothes? Do you know how to iron?
Um, yes, yes, I believe my father taught me. It's been a little bit since I've actually ironed, but it was something he taught me in case I didn't want to follow. I wanted to do my own thing when I learned about my adoption.
That's nice. Okay, yeah, we'll put you on some ironing duties. I think I know I want Siobhan's little outfit to have some pleats.
Ooh.
Yeah, pleats. Yeah, no, definitely pleats. Okay. Well, that's great. Perfect. So we have a plan sorted out. Um, well, I'm gonna go retreat to Marty's room slash work slash shop slash engine room. Also, Marty,
Mm-hmm.
please do not mistake my pleasant tone for having forgotten the fiasco from only like 2 minutes ago. I definitely still do. I am still remembering it.
Yep.
You thought it was a long night after you guys got back? Whew. Whew. I got
Mm.
2 divorces under my belt. You're about to whew, I'm gonna make that place so terrible to be in. Alright.
All right. Well, yeah. There's a space cleared, and I've already had EV3 extend the hammock. So,
Yay. Little sleepover. Okay. Well, bye.
right.
And Jermina will I think she like goes to pick up Rhea as if she was a mannequin and is like I mean just like physically it's Rhea. And she'll go, "Okay, Rhea, when you get a chance, can you take that off and drop it off at the workshop?"
She'll nod.
Okay. I'm sure Siobhan can help you. Fuck, I'm sorry. And she'll leave.
What?
She said that you can help Rhea take off her clothes.
Oh, good. Yep. And he walks off.
Thanks, Jeremina. Thanks, Jeremina. That's delightful. Siobhan's just like rubbing the bridge of her nose.
Jaco comes back. Sorry, wrong way. I had to go this way. And he walks across you.
Oh, that's good. That's good. We should write a slapstick movie. Um,
Feel like we could
I
Perfect.
do
don't
it.
have any scenes until like overnight. I definitely want like a Jermina Marty scene, but I don't have anything else in mind.
Okay. I have nothing else for the remainder of this travel day. Um, so you guys can either do that or we can roll over. So you're up again.
Hmm.
Anybody have any scenes?
Nope.
Hmm. Unfortunately, no.
Unfortunately, no.
Um,
The main focus of this scene is really Mina Marty sleepover moment.
Mhm.
so I think it's like later. I think everyone's like, maybe not like gone to bed, but they're like in bed, right? Like that's where everyone's at.
Mhm.
If you come across each other in the kitchen,
Mhm.
you don't know me. I don't know you. Um,
Mhm. Honk shoo
and
me time.
Jermina's in her like I think like her now nightly wear, which is just like her bra, a pair of boxers, um, and she's like putting together I think there's just like thousands of tiny metal hoops in front of her, and she's just taking pliers and making chainmail.
And this is in Marty's workshop.
Yes.
Okay. I think how this scene would start is Marty returning from the kitchenette kind of area that they've created uh, with her coffee maker in hand, and two mugs, and bringing it in and looking over what Jeremina is doing and saying, "You know that for very repetitive tasks, it's pretty easy to teach EV3 them if you want EV3 to help out."
Oh, that might actually be good. I guess I'm just worried about the I don't know, some of the change, the slight variations, the kind of different
Yeah,
way
that's
that
the one sort of caveat there.
I don't want it to look exactly the same, but it might be good for. No, I think I know how to make it work. Yeah, I'll get to it in a second. Right, it's not that big of a deal. It'll get done eventually. What's in the coffee cup? Is it
Uh,
coffee?
coffee, yeah.
Do we have any sugar and cream?
Um, I think I know we have sugar. Dry. We don't have any fresh cream, but I do have some like powdered creamer.
Sounds perfect.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with it because it's very flammable. 1 second, and she'll go. Her bag of holding is sort of hanging from a makeshift loop on the stairs, and she'll go into it and sugar creamer, and we'll pass this along to Jeremina. It's like sugar cubes and I think it is just like the classic like office like plastic tub of
I think Jeremina pours an ungodly and unfathomable amount of creamer and sugar in her cup. Like, I think there are several points where the physics are not working out, and she has to take a drink to like level it out. Um, there's a point where it's just like powdered creamer and sugar, and then there's like coffee, kind of.
it's a paste.
Um, yeah, it's just a paste. She's eating it,
Oof.
and Jeremina will go, "Thank you," and she'll say, Um, so where'd you get the idea for the thing, for the engine, for the vitality, whatever?
Uh, honestly, the us going to the bank and you having to like do that whole signing collateral whatever, which like told me that it is possible to sort of like take pieces of something and like have it like be something tangible enough to take, and then like the soul coins are pretty soul coiny, so like whatever that physical thing, whatever that thing that's being taken can exist in a in a material form. So then it just kind of with that in mind, I also had like my warding bond, like knew how that spell worked, and so I was able to kind of pass chain those ideas together, basically into something.
So is that why you took the ring back?
Yeah, that is why I took the ring back.
And you were gonna keep it from us this whole time? Do you think we're stupid? Do you think we don't pay attention to you?
Well, you hadn't mentioned it since I did it the first time, and that's been a while ago now.
So what, you thought you got away with it?
I did, honestly. I just didn't think you guys noticed that much.
Fucking stupid idiot.
I'm not used. Did you? Did you really not notice? I didn't think it was that obvious of a change.
Well, of course, fucking noticed. There's 3 people on the ship, Marty.
Yeah. I, I'm just not used to having people notice me.
Well, yeah, Baldur's Gate's big, and I'm sure your mom kept you like a cloistered nun.
Yeah.
But weren't you like a riot out in whatever that place is called?
Strixhaven? Ah,
Yeah. You're over here
mhm.
talking about like you were the bit in the horse's mouth.
Ah, a little bit. That was more like, hmm, despite like being at Strixhaven, I was finally able to kind of let loose and like experiment with myself, so to speak, like away from parents, which is kind of like after going through it, it's pretty much what college is for. I learned so much from the clockmaker shop that like I don't think it was necessary to actually go to Strixhaven now that I think about it. But like whatever degrees, um, and but like in that process of trying to like figure out who I was, like it's hard to make friends when you don't know who you are, you know?
Yeah.
Mm. I could get you some hot water to sort of just like balance that out.
And no, it's fine. All the water's hot. I guess
Sure.
I would I would kill to go to Strixhaven.
Mm.
I mean, I never went to school.
Mm.
I would Luskin doesn't have a library. I mean, we've got what the Arcane High Tower, but I mean, the first time I'd seen a big gathering of books was on Draxel's ship. And being at a place where you can just like ask experts questions.
Mm. Luskin doesn't have a library? Just
No? Do you know how many people live in Luskin?
I imagined it was like a city, to some
No,
degree.
there's like 10 people. I mean, the Luskin population keeps dipping because they keep forming eldritch sacrificing cults. I'm being serious. If you take a look
Yeah,
at the
yeah, yeah.
census, it's kind of bad.
Mhm. Mm. Yeah, I get that. I guess I kind of with mom as like a big person within like the House of Wonders. I kind of spent a lot of time in that kind of like affluent academia stuff, and it gets real snooty real quick. So, mm, but I imagine it'd be a good change from the norm when you haven't experienced that
Yeah.
before. Mm. Where'd you learn to sew?
Uh, uh Trial and error. But I mean, actually, there's a sewing machine, and I just watched what it did. Um, why weren't you gonna tell us?
Because I didn't think you guys would be cool with it.
I mean, yeah. No shit, right?
Mhm.
I don't understand where your thinking comes from. I figured we were friends.
Are we not friends?
Well, no, right? You kept this from us, and you kept it from me. Siobhan, sure. Jaco, sure. Olin and Silkhez, they're gone. And I mean, they've been through hell. They kind of know what's going on. But I mean, we're the last two people held up by a captain of the guard, Dickface, Zelch, Sucker. I mean, you kept it from me. Me. And then you fucked Helgrid. Which, whatever, I can forgive. I can put it past me. I mean, I'm never gonna fight over a girl, right? It's not what I'm here for. But you kept it from me. You betrayed me.
Marty stands in silence for a long moment after that. She looks stunned in a way similar to a kid who is playing in their mom's makeup drawer and just realized how big a fucking mess they had made of it. And knowing that they don't know how to fix it again. And after that long moment, she just says, "Sorry. I I would you mm, I didn't realize how much that meant to you, Jeremina. I should have."
You don't need to say I should have. I know the apology 101. Sorry I cheated on you. I should have respected the bounds of our relationship. But blah blah blah. Whatever. It happened. I just don't understand why you thinking low of yourself makes me think that you think low of me, which I don't like. Do you I just I know I've done stuff that screwed over the team a while. I know that I've kept things from you, but I haven't kept chipping away parts of my soul to feed our demon machine. Because the soul coin, whatever talky thing, you just really hurt me. You really screwed me over.
Yeah. I
I mean, what are you gonna tell your mom, right? When you come home in pieces with parts of you gone. Now nobody's getting out of here. You're still gonna be little bits of you, micro particles, as as pollution, fogging. There's gonna be part of you that is always stuck in Avernus, and you made everybody else live with that. I'm not gonna chide you anymore. I didn't. I'm not impressing on your space to chide you. I just don't understand you, Martha. I don't understand what your game is, where your head's at. Maybe. I do understand. And I don't like that. But just, I'm not going to speak for Siobhan. I'm not going to speak for Jaco. I care about you. I hold you to incredibly high regards. Do not fuck me over like this.
I am okay. I know that it was hurtful and wrong for me not to let you guys know, but I don't know what you mean by how that fucks you over. I thought like you're supposed to like be there for your friends in a well there we go. Of like there's only I am not you guys. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing down here. I gotta be completely honest. I I'm here to help my friends. I'm here to help fucking you. You're I thought you were one of the most I just you're you guys like you, Olin and Silkez are like the first people that like were real people I've been kind of friends with in a way that just wasn't like surface level. I want to protect you guys. I wanted to protect you guys. I want currently to make sure you get back up to the surface and are fine and happy and see Helgrid again and for the love of God find something happy to be happy about on the surface that isn't that you're excited about. That's all I'm here for.
Marty, that is so funny of you to say. How the hell do you think I'm supposed to be happy or find happiness on the surface when you're here in Avernus? I do not, there's not a single thing I can be happy for knowing that you died, that you gave up bits and parts of yourself. What happiness do you think I'm going to find when you're a shell?
No. Just
Marty, I came down to Avernus to uh what fulfill finally my life's destiny as Zariel's mom, but the only reason I'm going back to the plains is because of you. And I'm not doing that when there are little Marty bits in the engine.
why are you going back to this? What? What? Sorry.
My sons are happy with Silkez. Silkez can get them school. Silkez can get them into Strixhaven. I can't. I, frankly, am thriving here in Avernus. I think I would be happy here if I stayed, but I'm not going to because you have a little bungalow in Neverwinter you need to get to, and I want to be in the bungalow with you, like to visit.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say. I
Can we go to bed now? What if we just put a pin in it? You know what? I'm not even upset anymore. I'm not going to go to bed angry. I'm just, I would just like to be on the hammock now.
I sure.
Okay.
How
Jer-
how are these two
Jeremina will get
angrily
up
climbing
from
into a hammock together?
um do you want to step in? Do you want me to pick you up and drop you in? Do you want me to get in first? I can face the wall.
you, you get in first and get yourself situated. I will take up whatever space is left.
Okay, sounds good. Um Jeremina will put on, I think she like tries to step into the hammock, thinks better of it, puts on a nightgown, and then she like grabs a scrunchie and bundles up her tail in it, and then she'll put like a bag clip on her wings to keep them pinned back, and then she'll kind of crawl into the hammock. It's not going great. It's really awkward. And
Jeremy,
then
you do
she
not have to bag clip your wings.
I I get night terrors and my wings jut out, and I will for sure just send you flying into the wall.
Then like
K-
just
k-
face the other way.
That would be facing you.
Would you prefer to have your wings just be uncomfortable the entire time then?
Yes.
Like,
Stupid question. Absolutely.
we need you to have good enough sleep to finish these outfits so that we can go to this and have them look good. I can face away from you.
Okay.
Thank you
Sounds
for.
great.
Hmm?
Sounds great. Jermina gets
Cool.
into the hammock
Thank
and
you for
lays down.
scrunching your tail. I was worried about the Thagomisers.
Oh, thank you.
Once Jeremia is settled, Marty will. You would think after so long of getting into this hammock, she'd be good at it by now. She has a worse time getting into it than Jeremina does. Just like. And eventually, just kind of like. She has to get EV3 to help her. And it's like, cool.
You know
Thank you.
Chiffon and Rhea's rooms like right by ours? Do you think they can hear us right now?
Walls are pretty thick.
You would think, right?
You would think. Hold it. One second. Shaban, can you hear us?
Okay.
All right.
On the other side, Ray and Siobhan are just like ears pressed to the wall.
See, the issue is that there's no door on this room. So, like, and it's metal,
Yeah,
so it's just
none
like
of them have doors.
echoes
It's
down
just
the hall. All they have to do is keep their door cracked and they can hear everything.
They probably think that we're like,
I doubt they think that. Jeremy, I can't see the face you're making because I'm facing away from you.
yeah, don't turn around. Just, it's one of my usual faces. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I could guess the face.
Okay. Weird. Weird thing to say.
Siobhan.
Did did
I know the face
did,
you're making.
did you say kiss the face?
I don't know. And they call us repressed.
From down the hall using prestidigitation. For God's sake, go to bed.
Well,
He
Jacob
wasn't
can hear
talking
it.
to us.
Oh yeah, he was probably talking to Ray and Shaban. What do you think
Yeah.
they're getting up to?
Well, I mean, they're braiding each other's hair and talking about how good eating their horses was.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
They're talking about eating something now?
Oh, if they're bringing up the fucking horse thing
see-
again, I am going to.
If you're about to start talking about fucking Hilgrid again, do not do that while you're about to go to sleep. I know the face you're making right now. Go to bed.
hmm
Jeremina does not go to sleep.
Neither does Marty.
Okay. Um well then. Go ahead and make constitution saving throws. Yeah,
Yeah.
why not?
Both these girls had coffee right before bed.
Oh yeah, that is true.
7.
Cool. One level of exhaustion.
Lovely.
7.
One level
You
of
also rolled a 7?
exhaustion.
No, I got like a 4, and then I
Oh,
I have insane sorcerer things. Suck it.
nice.
It's not good.
It's not good. All right. So with that, eventually the next morning, um, or at least the amount of time required for people to get sleep elapses, except for those that don't sleep. Um, and the next day brings the once again vast and barren expanse that is Avernus, with the sort of spectral, astral waters of the river Styx running parallel with the war machine. The radio once again barks to life and issues a long, staticky, grainy terribleness from it. Given that sense, the sort of strange time and space of Avernus became flat, so too has the messages broadcast over its waves. Um, and the morning of travel is fairly uneventful. Is there anything anybody wants to do before we get into the meat of the day?
Marty has her coffee with her the entire day.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Jeremina looks like shit.
Did you guys not sleep that well?
Fine.
Yeah, no, I slept fine.
I don't need to insight check
No,
that.
it wasn't the engine. The engine kept me up.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't the
Don't look
engine
at me
turned
like
off?
that. What? Oh
Wasn't
shit. Oh,
wasn't the engine turned off?
um, EV-3's engine.
Oh, okay. Was it revving? It seems like there was a bit of
Normally
revving.
it's like just a soft hum.
Hmm. Must have been
Yeah,
turned
well,
up.
I'm really sensitive to noises like that.
Hmm.
Siobhan clearly has something that she wants to say, but she just like presses her lips into a line and slowly just nods and
Go
goes back
ahead,
to
Siobhan.
breakfast.
Go ahead, Siobhan.
Oh, don't egg her. You know what?
I was
Yeah,
just
no, Siobhan. This is a safe space.
I
Spill.
don't think so.
No, it's very safe.
I
Yeah,
was just
nothing bad will
saying, if
happen
you're
to
so
you.
sensitive to sound, then why did you request that EV3 stay in the same room as you so often?
Because she has hangups.
Because I have hangups, which you're very familiar with, Siobhan. Anyways, oh my god, let's stop saying things to each other. Siobhan, your outfit's done. You'll see it when you put it on with everybody else. I put it in your room so I don't make any last minute alterations to it.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm excited to see it.
Chico, how
Anyways,
are you?
I'm good. I slept actually pretty well last night. I was looking over my book and I had a question. Does anybody have incense?
I do.
Do you?
Not a lot.
Um.
Probably got, what, 3 cones left?
Okay. Never mind then. There's a
I
spell
mean,
I have.
I've got incense. Baby, what's up?
There's a spell I have that I actually wanted to play with. Find familiar. Apparently, I can have a little buddy with me or something.
Oh,
I
does
was
the
mostly.
incense have to be nice?
He grabs the special book, looks through. It says charcoal, incense, and herbs that must be consumed by fire in a brass brazen.
Do you got a brass brazen? Anybody?
I
Oh no.
do.
Oh, do you? I
It's,
didn't.
well, it's not
Cleric,
like a
right?
full, it's not a full brazier, but it's like one of those things that you swing around and incense goes everywhere.
Oh, a sensor.
Yeah, one of those.
I mean,
Is that the
it's kind of a
same?
brazier in a way. If it's brass, I mean, I guess you could probably get away with it.
Yeah, maybe it'll count. Yeah, baby. I'll just go good. I can give you some of my stuff. Are you like a component guy?
Um.
I like components. I don't like doing like a little focus. Well, one time I had a spell casting focus, but
Mhm.
then it exploded and uh
God, I
components
hate
just a lot
magic.
easier.
No, this one requires it to as a ritual to have components, so I figured I'd give it a try. It's something I've never used before, so I said, why not?
If
Uh,
I give you the herbs and stuff, will you make a little kitty cat?
I was gonna do a snake, but I can do a cat if it since you're giving me the supply, so I'm not going to say
Do you
no.
want a little cat down here in hell?
Of course I want a little cat in here. I always want a little
With his little
kitty.
paws and the little metal.
Well, it'll be a hell cat, obviously. I'm not a sadistic freak.
Jaco, are there hellcats?
Jaco, please tell me that there are little cats who go in hell.
Why
I
are
mean, they
you
are cats.
asking?
All cats go to hell.
Why are you
Just based on
asking me?
cats.
This wasn't. Do we not recall? This wasn't a volunteer trip here. This
Yeah,
was
but
not
like
Yeah,
you
but
never
you've
planned.
saw
been here
one?
the longest.
Yeah, you've been here long for a while now.
I was basically stuck in a cage being Ragadraga's little jester magician.
But like never
Yeah, and
once.
now you're here, and you're our little jester magician.
Yes. And I didn't see
So
much
tell,
except other people who needed to die apparently. So I never saw a cat.
does any of them have a cat?
No, Ragadraga, no. We were all still slaves even though they volunteered to turn into werewolves.
Ragadrag was a cat person. Didn't want to hurt
Sure.
any cats.
Couldn't tell when we were when I saw Jeremina murder him.
I did murderize that guy. I did murder that guy, cold blood. Whew.
Yeah, this is the reason why we're going to this party.
Probably.
Oh yeah, that's right. Fuck. God. Oh, whew. Ooh, I'm so glad that dude was completely offensive and terrible, because I know he does not have any friends at that party.
Oh no. I
Well,
don't I can't.
if you remember, according to Bell, he's going to become a more controlled robot version of himself. So that's a little bit of a
Oh,
yikes.
yeah. Which I have opinions on, because running an entire like robot off of like one sad soul coin is
Yeah,
uh,
maybe let's not bring up Soul Coin, Marty, and maybe running things on Soul Coins.
Anyways, if it's possible, if I could borrow it, that would be great. If not, I can wait until we
Uh,
find some place to buy it.
well, you're not going to be borrowing it. You're going to be using it,
Well,
because it's got to be consumed.
that's sorry, that's what I meant.
Yeah, no problem. Uh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I keep my component bag in my boob. I'm sorry. Here you go.
Okay, I this is a Mark question. Is it a bag that was in the boob, or is it she's literally handing me herbs that were sitting on her tits?
No, it's in a bag,
Okay,
but she'll hand it over.
he'll grab it and he'll make like an indifferent. You can see him fighting this comment, and he goes, "It's warm." Anyways, thank you. Um, Savon, can I please borrow the bracer? And if you have the, what did you give me, by the way? Is this just herbs?
No, it's my component bag.
Oh, so it's everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't organize it. The bat guano definitely just hanging out there. Um,
Perfect.
so is the
Yay.
sulfuric powder. I'm pretty sure I just straight up have mercury in a vial in there, which
And
has
this is
definitely
why
shattered.
Jeremita exploded a spell focus, because she's just bad at this.
Damn.
Okay, so
But yeah, it's in my room. I'll get it for you.
I appreciate that.
Mm.
And he'll just get everything set up and prepped for the the familiar he's going to summon.
Okay.
He'll like obviously not be at the dinner table with it, so that way it's not just in everybody's face. But he'll find
Oh,
like
Jeremina goes to watch. She's rubbernecking. He
Mm.
gets up from the table and heads out, and Jeremina like takes her stuff with her to watch.
well, he'll stop when he hears her moving and goes, "Did you, did you want to watch me do this?"
Is it creepy if I say yes? Is casting magic like a private thing? Have I just been like Have I been voyeurizing people who...
Given the fact that I'm not a caster by volunteer, I don't know. Usually my father doesn't really do it in front of, like, the ritual portions usually goes to his office. But I have no problems with it. I'm still learning, so hopefully I get this right the first time.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and if you don't, I don't know any better. I pretty much
Yeah.
only know how to do detect magic.
We'll blame the bat
Kinda.
guano. Worst case, we'll blame the bat guano.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry about that. There's a lot of it.
I noticed.
Thank God, good deal on back guano.
I just I'm so close to being able to cast
Guano!
fireball. So close. Once I know how to cast fireball, fucking over.
Oh, I'm very much interested to watch what you do when you have that power.
Right.
Yeah. Me too.
All right, so you're gonna cast Find Familiar,
I
Jacob.
am.
All right. You do so, going through the ritual, and as the smoke begins to clear, what form does your familiar take?
First, he's gonna make sure Jeremy is okay with him choosing, because he and it'll be a small conversation of, like, he wants to do it for, like, just to feel like home, if that's okay.
But I want a little kitty. Well, can your snake be super cuddly? Can you make your snake really like me and really want cuddles?
Silly question. Did I say snake? I don't think did I say that out
You
loud, or
did,
did you
yeah.
just
Yes,
guess?
he did.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Oh, he's super cuddly. Trust me. He's one of the best I've ever had to deal with.
You promise?
Oh, I promise. You will love him instantly.
Okay. Okay, yeah, it can be a little snake.
Okay. What reveals itself is a long, thin green snake, and they don't work, but they have wings.
I
And-
fucking knew it.
I knew it. Rayland, too!
Yep.
Raylan too.
So
Raylan shows up.
as you see that form begin to take shape, it sort of washes out in the smoke of the incense and takes another form. And from within the smoke, you hear.
Hell chicken.
Hell chicken, hell chicken, hell chicken.
I hate you so much.
How did I know it was gonna be a hell chicken?
Is that a chicken?
And as the smoke fully parts, where the slightly ethereal form of the snake you were trying to summon is essentially a chicken shaped thing with sort of stubby, featherless wings, no eyes, sort of like sharp, gnarly teeth instead of a beak, and a sort of a lashing snake-like tongue coming in between its teeth, and it's sort of making that clucking noise and sort of scraping its dark talons against the metal floor of the war machine.
This is not what I was trying to summon.
I get it.
And what do you get?
This this is this is the most beautiful little guy I've ever seen.
No, this is not what I wanted.
But it's what we needed.
Seems that's
Oh my
what
God.
you needed.
Oh my god, it's making little sounds. Can I pick it up?
Sure.
Oh my god. Okay. Hi, little guy.
You make me really sad, Jason.
Sorry. It's one of the rules of the plane.
I know.
Hi.
Makes me really sad.
Hi, little guy. Oh my god. Is it's a little guy. S-
It looks like what happens after you pluck chicken, but
It's
worse.
beautiful.
It's like if you plucked a chicken and also it had a Venom symbiote on it. Like,
Not wrong.
In group chat, there's a picture of what this thing looked like.
Horrifying.
Oh my god. This is just a little guy. Is anybody else saying this little guy?
Oh, I'm seeing it.
I'm seeing it.
Isn't he beautiful?
Not the word
He's
I would use.
Something.
he's so small. Why is it so small and malformed?
Probably because it was
Because it
supposed to be a
tails?
snake.
It does have a little. It does have a little bit of a vibe to it.
It's kind of just like a little guy.
Is
And it makes so much sound. Look at this thing go. Just like me.
Well, you still got something you wanted, so I guess that worked out.
Yeah, this is great. Great for me. Sorry.
It's
Sorry you
fine.
don't have a snake.
It's fine. I will wait until we get out of here.
That's that's a long time. Are you gonna get rid of him? Are you gonna get rid of the little guy?
If you're happy, then no, I will not get rid of him. It technically
Okay.
was your components, so
Yeah, but it was your spell.
it's fine.
Okay.
you should name him though?
Yes, you absolutely have to name him.
What do you want to name him?
No, it's your guy. I'm not naming this.
You're the most excited out of all of us for it. I'm giving you the
I
opportunity.
wouldn't say I'm excited.
You're crying.
In my defense, I cry all the time.
Not over something happy.
Well, what were you going to name it when you thought it was going to be a snake?
Oh, I'm not saying it. If I'm not allowing that name to be turned into this. It was my father has one, and it was going to be the same name as that. So that is why I'm not going to give him the name that I was going to give. So you can name it Jeremina.
Really?
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Raymond.
I knew
So you're
everybody loves rape.
you're I don't know. Okay, well let's see. Okay. You're kind of like a wizard guy. Is your dad like studious?
I don't even know what that word means. Like terribly.
Okay. All right. Like smart. Like a guy who
He's
studies.
he's definitely smart.
Okay. Okay. Does he like read a lot?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You know what? It's kind of corny. I don't really think it's high reading,
I know
but
what you're
there's
gonna
this
do.
really great fantasy
I know what you're
series.
doing, fish. God
Um,
damn it.
and
Oh yeah, really? What
I
what Mhm.
I think we should name the chicken after the main character.
Oh,
What book is?
and
What series is this?
mm,
Oh, are you talking about like the Tiered Mascot book?
Yes.
Like,
Oh my God. You know about them?
yeah. Oh my, they're so trash. I love them.
They're just so like what
Hmm.
the search for the Ring of Autumn. What the fuck does that?
Right?
What is that even about? It's so
I,
stupid.
it's so stupid. They're so great. I love them so much. But
I
yeah,
can't
so
believe.
what was the
So what was the name you wanted to go for?
Oh, Raylan. Or no, oh my god, you're right. It is Raymond. I'm
mhm,
sorry. I got the name of the character wrong.
it's okay.
Understandable. I think that's a strong name.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Are the
Oh, he's
books
a
like
little small guy. What about like Raylan Jr.?
but the main character's name is Raymond.
Raymond. Yes, I apologize.
Raymond Jr. That's really cute.
Seems like a good idea.
Are the books big in the future? Do you know what series we're even talking about?
Mm,
Oh no, I do know the series. I know exactly what the series is about. I've read them
Interesting.
Oh,
constantly. They were one of my favorites as a child.
that is so cute. I
Hmm.
love that those books are big for you.
Yeah,
Very almost.
I
One would say it's close to life changing.
honestly, I was expecting them to have been like lost to time because
Oh my god, they're so shitty.
they're so bad.
Oh
But
my god. Like
that's probably
stick
what
to
makes them endure, the fact that they're so shitty.
I just
Yeah.
I know that the only way those books sell is when writing teachers pick them up and they go, "This is what not to do." Or no, you know what? No, they pick those books up and they bring them around to schools, right? And then they go, "Don't let your dreams be dreams." Even this gets
You can write
published.
too. If this can
You
get
can get your
published,
stuff
you can
published.
do whatever you so desire.
Stick to travelogues. Oh my god. Tyrion Razgod's travelogues work great. He can
Mhm,
convince me to buy a little vacation home out in
mhm,
Chult or whatever.
Hmm.
He cannot convince me that Rayland and the little side bit are in love. Oh my god.
mhm.
No, that guy's
Yeah,
gay.
yeah, yeah.
Totally,
100%.
totally
I just
understand.
And
I would
funnily enough,
say
still
I'm gonna go
Axel.
look outside real quick. I will be right back. And he's just going to calmly get up and just walk away and go up to the top floor.
Um, as you do that, go ahead and make a perception check.
Fuck, yay. Ah, shit, I forgot my dice are over there. I'll just roll normally. I'll just roll on the server.
Oh, server is not up.
Yes, it is.
Is this?
I mean, go ahead. The server's up.
Perception, right?
Yeah,
Oh, shit, with a 0, 17.
17.
Fucking epic.
Um, so up on the deck, the war machine is traveling along at quite a good clip, and you look out ahead of you, and you can see large carrion birds like vultures, but obviously kind of similar to the infernal chicken that was just summoned below deck. They're a little left of what you would expect, but they have huge wingspans and are circling around a area just up ahead. And the area just up ahead, with your 17, you would be able to see that it is a sort of almost a black mass on top of a hill that is being like and you can see pox of the red Avernian landscape through this sort of cap. And as you get closer, you realize that all of these sort of black masses on the top of this hill are trees. But the trees appear to be made of metal, um, a dark infernal iron. And impaled upon their branches are bodies, just kind of sort of Vlad the Impaler style, just sort of stuck on the ends. Most are completely limp, maybe missing limbs, things like that, picked apart by the vultures, which you initially saw. And from right behind you, you hear a far more cheerful voice than the visual that you are taking in, and you hear Lulu, who says, "Well, look, it's Coward's Way."
Jacob will half turn to Lulu and watch the scene and go, "What is Coward's Way?"
Oh, I'm not sure, but it's Coward's Way.
That's what you just said. That's what it's called, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why is it? Do you know why it's named that?
No.
Interesting. Have you? Do you know if you've been here before, or do you just know of the name?
Work, chick chat.
It seems familiar. Yeah.
Interesting. He's going to cast Prestidigitation to like make his voice a little bit louder for everybody and go,
Sure. That just
we
sounds
have,
surgery.
huh? Oh, is that what I messed up on? Okay.
Mhm.
He's going to walk over to the opening into the machine and go, we have an interesting thing, and Lulu says it's Coward's Way, but doesn't know anything about it. I think you
What?
guys ought to come at least see what I'm looking at.
Um.
Is it like kind of gross?
Yes.
Oh,
Do
is
you
it
want to
kind
grab
of
Lady
gross?
Brambles?
No, Lulu said the name of a place, but she doesn't remember what it does.
Oh, oh shit. Oh,
Yeah, we're just
oh no. Oh
Oh
wait.
Siobhan is
God! Yeah,
booking it up.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Take
yeah.
that.
Going up, going up, going up. Oh God!
Oh ew.
Oh God.
Oh my
I think a
god. Some
strike
of them are
came through.
moving. Did my mom do that?
Lulu says this is called Coward's Way.
Lulu, is
Someone
that
want?
true?
Oh, yeah. It's Coward's Way.
Okay, Marty Rose, I totally interrupted you. What were you saying, baby?
Does someone want to grab Lady of the Brambles? Because I bet she knows what this place is.
Sure. And Jacob will go down and go knock on her door.
There is no response.
God damn, why can't she just be with one door? He'll gently open the door and make sure he's not walking into anything.
Uh, there is no sound or motion, and as you open the door, you see a second door,
Okay, so
sort
I
of
just
floating, suspended in space, as if held there by magic.
oh, this thing. Okay. He'll knock on that door.
Eventually, the door will pop open slightly, and you'll see sort of a sliver of the Lady of the Brambles face. More sort of older. You can see the age on her face. She's not wearing her sort of her about town face, as we'll say. And she'll say, "Yes."
Hi. There's something outside that Lulu calls the Coward's Way, and we were wondering if you could come take a look and if you knew anything about it.
It's a place where Zariel punishes people that betray her.
Oh, okay. Is there anything we need to know about it? Is there a reason to look at it, or is it more so don't fucking go near there?
Oh, well, I certainly wouldn't disrupt anything. I'm not sure what it. And at this point, you all, for those on the deck, well, I'll explain why in a second. Feel the war machine sort of come to a halt, and that sort of
Ooh.
snaps the door shut, and then she'll like reopen it, and will say, I certainly would avoid it if you could. And then she'll,
That's
Is that Sneep?
hmm? Yes, Sneep has stopped the war machine. For those up on the top, you look before you, and having approached Coward's Way, um, is there are several well-worn paths through this sort of thicket of iron, essentially trees made of metal and iron, and uh, you would be able to pretty easily see that there are pathways left across it for war machines. And Sneep has pulled the war machine to a stop as one of these large metal trees and the bodies that have been impaled upon it has come down for whatever reason, be it a infernal combat or some sort of Avernian weather event, such as a meteor strike, has knocked a tree, one of these metal trees, down, and without so as to not run the risk of getting this tangled mess of metal trapped in the war machine's treads. Sneep has pulled the war machine to a stop.
uh,
Hmm.
Jaco will run back upstairs as fast as possible. Why did we stop?
There's a tree in the road. Does it look like there's a secondary path we could take?
You look to the left and to the right. Go ahead and make a nature check or survival for those.
Nature.
This is
I will
hardly
go
nature, but
nature. Um, and I will do it at disadvantage because I'm exhausted.
whoops,
That'd be a 7.
a 7. So this hill is pretty long, and also uh, it's unlike a natural forest in the way that there are different types of trees, such as birch, oak, etc. All of these are the same thing, and with the exception of basically what's directly in front of you, the further you look, the more it just becomes like a tangled mess of this same dark infernal iron, and just sort of hunks of bodies and things like that. And as you are observing this, you see the sort of large vulture like birds sort of circle, and one will sort of descend down into the thicket, and presumably for its next meal. But no, you don't really see another pathway through.
I It just seems to go on for a while. I don't. This will probably be a big detour.
So
Uh,
go ahead.
do we have to walk? Can we walk?
We
I
could try
hope
to
we
move
don't
the
have to
tree.
walk.
So
Are you
before
actually for real suggesting that we move the tree?
Are
so
you actually for real suggesting we walk through Avernus?
Yes.
The
I'll be
fires are off.
Yes.
fine.
You'll be fine.
I'm sorry, what was that? What was that, Siobhan?
I said the fires are off. It's easier to say things, and only thing that's bad is, as always, the heat.
I feel like if we're going to walk, it'll just be less time to just take a detour.
Is a detour plausible? Is a
Um,
detour plausible?
Can we just go around the tree? How big is this tree anyway?
so the main it is not that large. It is probably in sort of like the middle range of trees. Like while it was standing, it was probably about 2 stories tall. The war machine can actually pretty easily roll right over it, but the concern and why the vehicle was stopped was because it would get tangled because it's not wood, it's metal, would get tangled in
Mhm.
the treads and do damage to the war machine. It does seem like of a size that could potentially be moved with enough effort.
Hmm. I mean, it doesn't look that big. We can go over it. I'll just have to fucking pick out the branches later. Uh,
so before we decide to go near it, Lady of the Brambles says that this is where Zariel punishes people who are cowards, essentially, who tried to run away. So I don't think we want to disturb anything, especially if we're going to go to her.
yeah, but this one just sort of looks like it's not supposed to be here to begin with.
This
Uh,
is her what she put here.
yeah, and it's blocking our way.
Mm. Um, Maybe this is like a test then?
I was going to say, this feels kind of like a test.
Right. I think we should bulldozer it. Who fucking cares?
Mm.
Do we want to go up and talk to it?
Are any of the trees actually sentient? Do you know that?
She was making a joke about
I
me
wasn't
asking about
making a
something.
joke.
Oh,
I'll
never
go
mind.
ask the fucking tree.
I apologize for assuming, Jeremina.
You're welcome. Thank
Do you
you.
think
Wait,
maybe
what?
using heat metal would be able to melt the tree?
Heat mail doesn't typically have that kind of oomph behind it.
Uh,
Also, it is in hell. I do think.
it's heat resistant. Fair
Yeah, if
play.
it
Yeah, this is
hasn't
infernal
melted.
iron.
Fair play to you.
Okay, well, I'll go talk to it. If that doesn't work out, we go through it. Just hose it down.
All right.
Can this thing go through metal?
It it'll take some damage, but nothing I can't fix. I hope.
Sounds perfect. Do I have to go talk to the tree alone? Does anybody want to like get carried over there with me?
I'll go with you.
I'll go.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome with you.
Over, I'll go in.
Mhm.
Yay. Okay, who wants to be carried? But you know
Skyzer,
what,
thank you so
Jacob?
much for the follow,
You
bro. I
said I'll
appreciate you,
go,
bud.
so you get first dibs on being carried.
Okay.
Do you want to be carried?
I don't. How far away are we actually? Like, how far did we stop?
Probably like 50 to 100 feet. Like, not that far at all.
I could just take the zombie, and you can carry someone else.
Okay, who wants next?
Have you ever carried me?
I have not.
All right.
Come over here, big girl. Come on.
Siobhan shakes her head and walks over. All right.
How
Fucking
are we doing
Scooby
this,
Doo,
hun?
Scooby Doo to Jeremy's arms.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Jacob will
Wow,
start.
you're beautiful, Siobhan.
Oh, thank you.
I think this is the closest I've ever been to you.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, we've never really been up in each other's space before. Siobhan has fucking thick ass eyelashes.
My God, you're beautiful.
It's just, thank you.
Wow. Who made you like this?
I've been told I've got my dad's jaw and his eyelashes and his eyebrows, but everything else is mum. So
Damn. Wow. Y'all's parents are really making you guys different.
Who's the y'all?
You, Jaco, Rhea.
Well, I don't know my parents, so.
Well,
Sorry, the people who made me. I know my parents.
improvement, take it.
Yeah, it's hey.
You got someone's fashion sense, though, I'm sure. Though we haven't
Probably,
really seen you in like actual clothes that you'd want to wear.
probably one of my aunts has the fashion sense.
Well, let's go.
All
yeah,
right.
let's go. Let's go.
Jaco takes
So,
off in the jackal zombie.
hell yeah. All right, so you guys descend down from the War Machine's upper deck to the Martian landscape of the Avernian Wastes, making your way into the sort of dark, infernal iron trees. As you sort of approach, there is a otherworldly stillness to this place, given that the trees are just a facsimile of nature. They're made of metal and are brutal torture implements, and you can see from the bodies impaled upon them that have been picked by the vultures, and some skeletons and things like that. That this is not a place um, of really anything but sadness and maybe suffering. And as you approach the tree that has blocked your path, what would you like to do?
Hi.
Siobhan
You,
is looking over the tree to see if it's movable at all.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception, survival, or nature check.
25.
25. So, it is Jeremina holding you through this process, or have you gotten down?
I, I assume I'm holding.
Siobhan went, you can put me down now if you want. We're landed. You just
But I went through all the effort. That was kind of a short walk.
all right, give you 5 more minutes.
Okay.
Yay.
As you are looking this over, yeah, it does seem quite movable. There is a large number of sort of like really small, like offshoot branches that sort of, you know, jut out and would generate a lot of drag. Plus, you're not really sure how heavy whatever metal these trees are made out of is. But just on like the notion of like using rope and a simple like lever pulley system with one of the other trees that was not blown from its location, could probably swing it out of the way. Um, Also, as you're looking over with your 25, more towards the edge of the pathway that had been cleared out for war machines, you catch a brassy gold type color that is different from the dark infernal iron of the sort of vegetation here.
And how far up is that?
It's pretty much like 15 feet to your right in the in the dirt.
Hmm. Mina, put me down, please.
Plopped.
All right, just on her feet. Uh, Someone want to come over here with me? Look at this shiny thing.
Jacob will ride over.
Sure. Marty will.
We make our way to the shiny thing.
Okay. You do that, and it is there in the dirt, but mostly obscured, sort of buried slightly.
Uh, Siobhan's gonna kneel down. Let's see. I don't think she has gloves, so she's basically gonna take out whatever stick-like thing she has on hand and nudge the dirt away out of the way. Not taking any chances touching this thing with her bare hands.
Okay. Um, you do so, and pretty much immediately after you touch it and sort of get the dirt moving or flowing across its surface, it becomes immediately apparent to you what this is. And it is a Hellrider badge. It is old and worn and probably like one or two iterations at least back. Like it does not look like the current iconography, but you can kind of get the sense that it is definitely of Elturel uh, and definitely of the Hellriders.
Uh, she slowly picks that bad boy up,
Okay.
looks it over, and then,
Ooh, what is it? Is it money?
no, it's a old Hellrider badge. Probably from, it's like two editions ago or so.
How often do they
So,
change?
not very often, but they do have examples up, like on the walls of past designs. Um, but yeah, this belonged to someone I'm assuming might have gone through this path here.
I'm I'm
Mm.
I'm I'm sorry, Siobhan.
No, it's normal. I
But
must say that I was not expecting to see one here.
I mean, yeah, it's Coward's Way, right?
I'll be honest, if there was any place that someone was a hill rider was most likely to die, she looks over at to where all the bodies are just chilling on the trees. It'd probably be here.
As you
Are you
peer,
saying you guys are cowards? Sorry.
no, go ahead. I want to hear
No,
Siobhan answer this.
if this is the place where people who have betrayed Sariel, sent to die, it would go that if a hill rider was either pledged to Zariel or, you know, something of that nature, they would probably end up here.
As you offer that explanation, to all of you, momentarily, just sort of the light from the dark red sky gets cut out and just sort of becomes black for a tiny sliver of a moment as one of those large like carrion birds sort of flies directly over you and lands in a tree not too far from your not too far from where you're at, and what you see is it sort of picks up one of its claws and like grabs on to one of the branches and sort of bends it, um, lifting a body that is sort of impaled on one of the branches, sort of bends it, and there's like an otherworldly screeching, metal bending, like tensile sound as it does this. And it looks down at the body, and as it begins to open its mouth, the logic inside of you would think that this body was probably about to get consumed, but in lieu of that, um, the the vulture's mouth opens, and then just you see a torrent of like liquid come from its mouth, and you're all met almost immediately with a very like metallic smell. It's very clearly blood. For those of you who've been in the presence of people wielding blood magic, it smells very similar to that. The body gets sort of drenched down and sort of drips, and then it releases the branch and is sort of and you see the body sort of flailing as the big condor then boom, boom, beats its wings and flies away.
It's like like a giant fucked up mosquito.
I
It's
don't think mosquitoes throw up blood.
it's funny you say that. In the module, these are sturges, but I changed it for bug sensitivity.
Thank you. That is so sweet of you.
It just made it more metal, so I was like, all right, let's go.
That is so I did think that you were doing a like a um fuck, it's a
Prometheus. The
no, the one of the ways that
I was
vultures
thinking that.
digest things is by puking
Puking
their
on them.
oh yeah,
composted
yeah,
stomach
the
acid.
feeding like a mama bird, like yeah, yeah.
That was very disturbing.
I don't
Hmm.
want to fucking be here anymore.
Yeah, can we move this thing?
It
I
is
Yeah.
love that answer.
it is at that point where Jeremina, you hear an answer to your question when you said hi. You hear a voice calling from inside the thickets, um, faint as it might be. Say hello, hello.
Oh, oh my god,
Well,
someone's still alive.
Nope, it's a trap. Nope,
No,
nope.
someone.
I. What
Did
are you
group
talking
all of
about?
us here or just Jermina?
You. If you have a passive perception of over 12, you probably heard it. It
Yep.
is it is faint, but this person is clearly like projecting their voice, if that makes sense.
Jaco didn't hear it,
Mm.
but he's still yelling, nope, that's a trap. We're in hell, that's a trap.
Is it a meets it situation because Marty has a 12?
You probably would have heard it then.
Okay.
That's a
I don't
trap.
like the sound of that.
But it could be a person.
It could be a person.
It could be a person that was put here for a reason, and if we touch it, we could be part of the reason that we get added.
We
Either way, we have to drive through.
Doesn't mean we have to go
and
help someone.
yes, it does. Because then we're just like everybody else on these trees.
And
Yeah.
if we
Okay.
disturb something we're not supposed to, we're going to be people on these trees.
There's nothing in Avernus that we can't disturb.
I would just like to not be a part of this tree because we touched something we weren't supposed to.
It's coward's way. The only way we become part of the tree is if we act like a coward, which
Is that officially is the only way, or is it disturbing what doesn't belong to us is another way?
you're the one who was asking Lady of the Brambles.
No, I was told to ask what it was, not how do we get on it.
Doesn't matter. You don't have to be involved. You can stay up on the war machine.
I'm already down here, and I'm going to go with you, but I don't think it's a good idea. It will.
Okay, that's fine.
Then lead the way.
Who wants to go on the war machine?
Well, okay, so before we help the person, we have to move the tree out of the way so that way we can get the war machine to go forward.
Well, I was just gonna go.
Like walk?
Yeah, we can
Yeah, it's
just
a person. What if we hit it with our ship?
yeah walk to the person. We can just go over the
Do
thing.
we
It'll
know
be
how
fine.
do we know how deep the person is in the woods?
Uh, we'll walk 150 feet. Or how about this? We'll walk until we can't see. If we start to lose sight of the war machine, then we turn back.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm amenable to that.
All right, let's go.
All
Okay.
right.
So, you step off the war machine path into the sort of forest of dark infernal iron trees. Um, Contrary to what one might believe, the sort of lower foliage, as it were, is not sharp. Actually, most of the trunks of these trees and their branches are quite smooth. It's only when you get out to the very ends where the bodies get impaled that they sort of come together into very wicked points. And as you make your way in the direction of the voice, the direction in which you saw that vulture interact with the body, the voice gets louder, and you hear sort of pleads for help, and eventually sort of come into a small little clearing, um, looking at the tree upon which the condor landed. Down below you is a puddle of sort of that metallic smelling blood that the vulture had exhaled. And as you track up, the body that it had interacted with is the source of the voice. And the individual is calling to you, and they are a you can see points to their ears, an elf, and their apparel is um, dark black, stained heavily with blood. Obviously, their sort of face and just general um, sort of front side is just slick with the blood that was just deposited by the vulture. And through that, you're able to see the Hell Rider iconography just sort of being directly impaled through the chest as they dangle there attached to this tree.
Hello.
You'll hear like a little catch. Uh, are you a Hell Rider? Please get me down.
How did you get up there?
I I um I've been up here for quite some time. I've Zariel doomed me here after I, and he'll sort of make a face, um, but not complete a sentence.
Can you not say?
I I thought I had done enough. I thought that was fine to seek salvation. That that Lathander would put me on Mount Celestia or one of the
Mm.
one of the higher planes, but
Mm.
I must not have been enough.
Oh my god. No, baby. Oh, no. No, it wasn't your fault at all. No.
No, it
You're.
was. It was.
No.
It was my fault. And I thought I had
No.
done enough.
No. No. Siobhan, they don't know.
How long has the Creed Resolute been in play?
Hmm? The Creed Resolute, that it was really kind of it's more of a so I believe it would be at least 25 years if I'm not mistaken. I can look up the specifics, but
So, would there be a potential stand to reason that this Hellrider that's stuck up there was around when the Creed Resolute was implemented?
go ahead and make a history check with advantage.
Beans.
Okay, blah blah blah.
I love my girl, but she not intelligent.
So actually, it would be about 50 years that the
Oh yeah.
Creed Resolute has been in play. Um, but Fabius Krieg has only been in charge of the swearing of the Creed Resolute for about 5 years. So the Creed Resolute existed in total for 50 years, but Fabius Krieg has had only been overseer for about 5 years, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Yes, but that
Okay.
does lead me to another question, and that is,
Well,
would the
what?
effects backtrack?
Um, no. Based on what you know about devil deals and what you talked about with like the Society of Readers and stuff in the Citadel, a devil deal has to be on its face. Like you have to know that you are signing. So anybody that signed prior to Fabius Krieg likely was not affected.
Okay. All right. Then please hold while I make a funky little history check.
Sure thing.
Oh, baby girl. The only thing worse than your int is your charisma. It's gonna be a 13.
That was with advantage.
Oh, with advantage?
Yep.
Please hold. Yep, it's a 13 with advantage.
All right. You you can tell that the iconography that has is impaled through and stained down with blood is of a similar era to the one that you found, that that is in the on the side of the road, and this iconography is probably 100 to 150 years old.
Ooh, sheesh.
So it actually predates the Creed Resolute as a concept.
Mm.
So, did you make a pledge to Zariel and then go to Lathander?
Um, he'll say, "No, I be- betrayed Zariel. I betrayed some of the other riders. I closed the portal behind them."
Is this not is this not the first time the Hellriders have been involved with Hell?
We're called the Hell Riders for a reason, Marty.
Yeah.
So he closed the portal before they could get out.
He did not clarify. He just said, I closed the portal."
Be- before they got out of hell or into hell?
I stranded them here. It's only fitting I'm stranded here myself.
Oh,
Siobhan kind of gives Jeremina the like, I don't know, I don't feel about getting this guy down.
Uh,
So you're saying that you trapped your fellow Hell Riders here and then thought you could pray
and
it
then
away.
Um,
it got sent to hell.
so he'll say, "I I tried to atone for it. I was part of blasting the plague to ash, even though knowing that I would have to succumb myself."
Hmm. Interesting.
I mean, we do not have the authority to make. Uh, the guy's already been judged. He's already served out his sentence.
Uh,
Yeah.
it is at that point that you see his body kind of fall limp and just kind of hang there. It seems like he's checked out at least for the moment. Um,
Are Was he just recently spattered with blood, or is this like dried blood?
oh, it's very wet. It happened probably not but 5-ish minutes before you guys got here.
No, remember we literally saw the vulture
Oh,
spew blood on him.
okay. I didn't realize it was this specific guy that was we saw.
Yes, it
Mhm.
is.
Is magic happening here? This feels like magic is happening here.
Oh yeah, this badge is about century old.
No,
This
no,
dates.
not that part. Um, Marty being a person somewhat knowledgeable in blood magic. Did that vulture spewing blood on this guy make him wake up?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Fuck him with disadvantage. Does anyone want to help me? As Marty talks us through?
Siobhan knows jack shit about blood magic.
You're on your own for blood magic.
Jack can
God,
also shit.
Yeah, it's real bad when you're talking about blood magic and the necromancer looks at you and is like, "No, man, it ain't me."
Um, Jeremina could help. Uh, and she sees Marty floundering, and no, I think what she does is she'll kind of see Marty looking over the body. And Jeremina will, I think she looks over the group, and then she'll step up and go, what are we trying to figure out, hon?
that we didn't hear anything back until that vulture spewed blood on this guy. And blood magic, whatever was happening there. I'm positive about that. I'm wondering if this guy was brought back to life briefly as like a part of a feeding ritual. Maybe? I don't know. I want to try to figure this out.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's totally a punishment thing, right? I don't, that's
Yeah,
what it
definitely
is.
that.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
but
what
like,
I would do.
yeah, I'm just wondering what the magic is. Not in like a weird way. I don't plan on using this, but I'm just,
Can we
what the fuck
trust
is
you on
happening
that?
here? Yes, Jeremina. My my interest in blood magic has nothing to do with this shit. This is fucked up.
So is putting pieces of your soul in the
This,
engine.
this isn't the point.
It's a little bit.
No, I
You want me to go get some of the blood for you?
no. I just want to figure out what's going on here because it's
All right. Well, Think quick. You're on your own, and I'm gonna be pulling that guy down soon.
All right.
Wait, you're going to be pulling him down?
That's why I want to figure this out so that way we can say whether or not we actually should.
Why are you going to pull him down?
Uh, 'Cause he's alive,
I
and this
don't know
is
if he's alive or
terrible.
not, though. That's the thing.
Well, he's
Well,
talking to us.
didn't you just say that he's had his judgment cast and he's up there for a reason?
Yes, and he served his sentence.
How do you know he's not still serving it?
Ah, several hundred years have gone by. You know what? I am the self-declared arbiter of Zariel's justice. I think this guy's had enough.
See,
All
I
right.
think maybe the blood may have brought him. Like, there's a spell called Speak with Dead that like you reanimate a corpse for like a little bit, in order to like
Oh
ask it
fuck! How
questions.
many questions did we ask?
How are you doing, buddy?
All right, you can make an Arcana check without disadvantage now.
Love you. 20, not 20.
Nat 20.
Oh,
Let's
27.
go.
wretched.
All right, so um, based on what you know about blood magic and the fact that it has a particular formula, and that formula is blood plus your casting implement equals a particular effect. So, based on what you have observed, you could probably fairly assume that there is something special about either the blood itself, or the trees could theoretically be some sort of implement, or there could be something in the air or perhaps soil that is being channeled by the tree's metalness or something like that. But it, there certainly exists a reality where the components are here for blood magic, but if that's what it actually is, you're not sure.
Interesting. So there's it's like those like acidic pools where like the parts of life exist, but we don't know if life actually exists. It's not like the parts of blood magic are here, but I don't know if that's blood magic.
Got it. But this guy could be alive.
I I have a fucking spell. Do I have it? Never mind, I don't.
What were you
I
thinking?
don't have detect magic prepared.
Oh,
Oh,
Um,
what? What were you trying to do?
I was going to try to detect magic to see if this guy was like filled with necromancy or not. Like if he was like
Oh,
being
I
magicy.
I could ritual cast it if you would like.
oh, can we not keep this guy up on a spike for 10 more minutes?
I
Could we
mean,
could you quicken it up? Do you have to ritual cast it?
I think he's. I'll
Um,
be honest with you. I think he might just be dead.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's dead, but he's
so
also alive.
that's kind of how necromancy works. It's a body that's
Detect
functioning.
magic, please.
and
Yeah, this
Jacob
guy's
will
been up here for 200 years. He can stand another 10 minutes.
Start ritual casting.
Oh my god, do not ritual cast.
Okay,
Come
he stops. Then what are we doing? Are we going to take? Are you going to take him down? Are we going to clear this tree so we can leave? what are we doing? Because all we're doing is standing
Well,
here while...
we're casting detect magic, but I can't sit here for 10 minutes watching this guy dry blood on him.
That's why I'm asking, then what would you like to do if you don't want to wait?
Just cast detect magic like normal. Make it quick. Is
I
that?
don't
Can we
have
not
it.
do that?
I don't have it prepared, no. Because it's not something I'm going to always have on me.
You hear this
Oh, shite.
large beating wings soar, and you once again experience that temporary blackout as one of those large vultures flies overhead and boom lands on the tree directly in front of you. Now, seeing one this close, it becomes very obvious how titanic these things are. They're about the size of like a giant, capital G giant, um, and sort of like latches onto this tree, and you can hear the metal straining under its weight as it once again reaches out that claw, pulls the body of the person you were interacting with towards it, opens its mouth, and just a torrent of blood is sort of splash, for those that are in the vicinity of where it's going everywhere, and then
Fucking splash zone.
This
and
is some soul coin shit.
it point like let's go, and the tree's arm, and as the body flings back and forth, who's got over 15 on their passive perception?
Nope.
Moi.
No. Okay. All right, Siobhan, you see as his eyes are jolted awake, and the wings of the vulture pick off again. Um, you see his mouth open, and you see two extended canine teeth um, as well as sort of just a general like otherworldliness to his jaws as the tree branch sort of snaps him back and forth, and he's awake again.
Did you have this before?
Yeah, did he have the
I
fangs
know the one
before?
asking. Sorry, I didn't see it.
No, he did not.
What are you turning into?
As he says, "What?" and as he begins to speak, you see them sort of like go back to like standard.
Um.
He had fangs. He had fangs for a second. They weren't there previously.
Oh.
And they just retracted back into his face.
Jermaine is going to expend a spell slot and cast detect magic.
Okay.
Fucker.
Classic Jeremina move.
Classic Jeremy the move.
So, aside from magic items held by the party in this area, there does not appear to be any magic. What's the range on that, by the way?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay, then yes, there is nothing magical about the trees or the blood or the person, with the exception of whatever magical effect they've just underwent in the dental region.
Are
People
you
have fangs all the time.
are you
Also,
a
no
vampire?
magic. Siobhan, you cannot just ask people that.
It, um, he'll say, yes, I am, I am.
And
You
we
still want to
wanted
take
to
him off?
bring him down on his
Still want to
thirstiest.
take him off the tree?
Well, Yeah.
You realize it's feeding him to wake him up to be alive, and you want to bring him down with 4 people who have fresh blood.
Yes.
Out
Jacob,
of
far
curiosity,
be
is
it
this guy
from me
pale and blonde?
to decide whether or not someone's a monster based on characteristics they have.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
Sorry,
Uh,
I'm
uh,
just
uh,
not keen to being dead. That's my whole situation.
you're not gonna be dead.
Okay.
Is that thing sustaining you? That's 3.
Yes, unlike many of the, and he'll sort of like wearily lift a hand and like motion around to like the dead and rotting bodies on the tree. As in comparison, he is pretty well preserved, and he'll say, "Yes, it's part of the punishment, I suppose."
Please let me pull him down.
How long are you supposed to be here?
I don't know.
You said you got put up here because uh you tried to go to Lathander, right?
No, he betrayed his crew by trapping them in the hills, and then he thought he would be able to find salvation by going to Lathander. Ultimately, the betrayal to Zariel was the fact that he let other Hell Raiders die due to his cowardice. She motions to the.
um,
Mhm.
uh, he'll he'll say, "I did my best to make good on that betrayal. I helped purge the undead out of Elturel, and stepping into the sun was my final act once was done." And
What's your name?
Jander, Jander Sunstar.
Oddly enough, pretty name. I like
Right?
that.
It's a very pretty name.
Uh, can you write that down somewhere,
I'm writing it.
Jason?
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's spelled how it sounds.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
It's not a complex one.
oh, there we go. I couldn't hear the last name properly. I don't think. Then, well then, I I would also like to get him down.
If he tries anything, I'll have my hands on him the whole time.
I've already said I'm following whatever the group does. I'm just making sure my opinion is known. Not going to
I don't
abandon you
agree
all.
with it.
Well,
Siobhan?
I don't agree with it. Not only are we moving someone from punishment without knowing, well, and you say you're the arbiter of Zariel's what was it?
Justice.
Justice? Yeah. So if you are going to remove him, not only would you be taking full responsibility of him on the boat, but if Zariel asks questions, I'm not gonna let it slide.
Nope. Toss me under the boat. If Zariel is to smote, she will smite me.
I
The other question I have then is how do we intend to sustain this man while he is on our boat? Because I will not be donating. Jaco has made it clear that he will not be donating. I don't think anyone else will. Are you volunteering yourself?
Yeah, obviously. I cut myself all the time.
Hmm.
Have we insight checked this guy?
Nope.
Yeah. We have not.
Jeremina would not.
He hasn't. We haven't
Where's
decided anything.
Olin?
Well, he hasn't
Neither we
decided.
have decided.
Jacob wants to, but he hasn't given anything that sounds suspicious. It's the
Fair.
fact of he's going to be concerned when he comes down. That's Jacob's thing. Is the second he's down, who knows what he's capable of? Because right now he's essentially pinned with lack of blood. So Jacob's not concerned. It's when he's removed. That's when he's concerned.
Yeah.
Jandar, if we were to get you down, what would you do?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair
Well,
enough. You might have been up there for like 150 years.
Jander, most of El Terrell is in hell. One of the overseers for El Terrell swore everyone's soul to Zariel and to Avernus. We are trying to end that, to free everyone's soul that got doomed, everyone's that's in the soul coins. And I mean, some of our tasks a little. Would you help us?
He'll say,
We could bring you to the river Styx.
it sounds like she wanted her riders back. And he, like, falls limp again.
Is her what back?
Her
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 Riders.
rider.
rider's back.
Uh,
Once you become. Since Fabius
fuck,
Creed was inundated,
fuck.
if you're a Hell Rider, you take the Creed Absolute, pledging yourself to Zariel.
Hey, do you think
At least
that
that's what you guys told us, and hence what Rhea told me.
yeah, is it possible that the reason why El Trail was brought down here in the first place is because of this whole shit with Belle and
Well,
The Blood War.
yeah.
in the Blood War?
Yeah, we know that El Terrell's brought down because she's losing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does she want to replace the warlords with the Hell Riders instead?
I don't think that. I think she wants to win. Or she wants to have an upper hand. More than anything.
That'd be a way to do it. Give some more leverage
Is
than
that
whatever Belle has planned.
well? We know what Bell has planned. He wants to turn the warlords that are trying to be independent and on their own into controlled machines.
Puppets.
Hence
Mhm.
Ragadraga's situation that we found him after we killed him.
Yeah, under his control too,
It
Yeah.
seems
not
So
Zariel's control.
so Zariel's trying to beat him.
it seems
I
What, at
as
mean,
his
it
own
seems
we
game?
have
that
Avernus, right?
it seems that everybody who's a part of anything below Bell and Zariel are turning into pawns that are becoming blood bags. No matter what, we are all pawns in this whole situation, and they just look us as chess pieces willing to die. Nothing we do here is going to change what they're doing out there. And by here, he points up to the vampire.
No, no. I mean, like,
I mean, That's not why I'm doing this.
Mm.
I'm doing this so
No,
it's
no, I know, I
easier
know.
to do it, not
That was
that. I'm
just
not
a
talking to you though.
yeah, no, that's this is completely separate. It was just a thing that occurred to me really quickly as something. Um, I think we should get him down because I think it is possible everyone deserves a chance to be redeemed.
Yeah. I do think people deserve every chance they can get. Okay, well, I'm just gonna stand here and wait for Siobhan to get back from pissing over there in the thickets.
Do you want to take a break on this one?
Sure.
Like
Yeah,
2 minutes?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, good spot. Good spot for a break.
Yeah. All right, we will be right back. And we're back. Hi, everyone.
Hi,
Hello.
everyone.
Time for more argument about a fucking vampire. I mean...
And fucking a vampire.
That too. Well, we found that out off screen. But anyways.
Can I pull him down now?
God.
Where's he going to stay,
Oh my
Jeremina?
god, he's a he vampires don't need to sleep. Right?
He would sleep. He would have an opposite sleep schedule to us. That is true.
Yeah, so he'll just stay at my room.
So while we're sleeping, he'll be wide awake and we'll be vulnerable to him.
It will not if you set the alarm spell on your door.
I don't have an alarm spell on my door.
Well, sounds like a you problem.
Then it sounds like, why would we take him down if we're going to make ourselves unsafe because we don't have a spell?
I'll be honest, while it's a noble thing, it's not very practical for us.
Well, that's fine. I'm not doing it because it's practical.
That's the problem.
You, you,
We
you
don't
have...
have a lot of room. We don't have a lot of options for feeding a vampire.
Well, I'm not leaving him here.
Besides the fact that you feel bad, what reason do we have to help him out? Because if that's the
Because we
case, do we want to take down every single other person that's up there?
He's
They're
the only
dead.
one
All
still
rotted.
alive.
They're all super rotted. He's the only one in any sort of condition.
But that's what I'm
Ish.
saying is why... I understand this one person, but why help him if we have no practical reason to help him? If anything,
We can either
we're putting a threat on ourselves by taking him down.
we could either take him down or do it with what we did with that fire giant.
We
I don't know what you're talking about, but anyways. There's no
Put him
practical
out of
or
his misery.
logical reason to take him down except you feel bad.
yes, and
Is
it's
that not enough?
bad to Is that not enough?
No. Not if he's going to have a chance to harm us while we're sleeping, or anything in that sort of situation. Why would we put ourselves in a situation where we could get hurt? We're already in hell. We already deal with enough. We're going to add something willingly to our homestead, to where we're supposed to be staying while we're going somewhere. That
No,
could harm
this is
us.
not. When I came down to Avernus, I said to myself, Avernus was going to make me inch on things like this. It was going to make me leave people up in trees or leave fire giants to crawl through the fire things. I'm not giving that up. How bad I feel right now, I am not compromising that.
You realize if it wasn't for me hitting a spell that actually worked, you were going to kill me.
Yes, because you were trying to kill me.
No, I was trying to escape and you stopped me.
I didn't know that.
That's the whole point. You didn't know anything about me. And it was the fact that I
We
got
don't know anything
lucky.
about this guy either.
So, yes. And if you didn't take a chance on me, I would have understood and I would have kept running. But we're wanting to give this person a chance and a place to be.
So why don't we just take him down and see if he actively tries to kill us, and then if he tries to kill us, we just kill him.
Why
That's not the
even create the
point.
opportunity? Why create the
That's not.
opportunity to let him have a chance to do it?
Because maybe he won't.
Okay, besides feeling bad, what benefit do we get from him coming down besides you feel better?
We would have an extra pair of hands to help deal with all this.
that could
He is
potentially
a
attack us?
hell rider that feels that potentially, according to him, feels very guilty and might want to help us save Elturel. We don't have a lot of help down here.
Yes,
If you haven't noticed, it's just like 4 of us, 5
but
of
you
us.
don't know anything about him.
I didn't know
Except for,
anything about you when we picked you up.
and yet I tried to leave and you
That's
wouldn't
because
let me.
Jeremina picked him up.
I tried to
Fair.
leave and you wouldn't let me. There's a difference.
Yeah, Jeremina literally like
I was not
That's what
willing.
Jeremiah does.
Okay, but that doesn't mean we need to add someone who could potentially harm us. I didn't try to harm you. I tried to leave and not to deal with you.
Okay, who
He's
says he's going to harm us?
you're off. Jeremy is already offering him blood, and then he's going to be awake while we're asleep, which means we have 4 blood bags that he could potentially go after while we're vulnerable.
We also don't actually know if he is going to. What I said is vampires don't sleep, because I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure they don't.
So when he's awake, we're asleep, which means he has access to us while we're sleeping.
We already take shifts, dude.
Yeah.
have you been sleeping the full night, Jacob?
I've slept as much as I could. It's not a lot, but I slept enough. But I don't trust something that actually has potential to harm me. The only reason I slept with in Ragadraga was because I was in a cage. And they
I
couldn't
just
get in.
the trust thing is a bit rich coming from you because we don't know anything about you. I
I've
mean,
answered your questions honestly.
No, you haven't.
n-
I've offered you to do the zone of truth to prove it. But you all said you didn't trust me. But I've been honest this whole time.
I
The o-
mean, come on. You can't tell us anything because you come from the future.
and he's going to point to Marty and point to Savan, and they've heard that if something is almost altered, it could alter our future. And I'm trying to save mine without ruining anything else because I would like to go back to see my family. If I ruin it by giving you something in the future, it potentially fucks me, not you.
To get back to the point, we have no idea what this guy is going to do in the same way that we had no idea what you're going to do. Is that accurate?
Say that again.
When we picked you up, we had no idea what you're going to do to us.
Yes.
Is that accurate?
Yes.
We do not know what he's going to do.
Okay.
Would you also say that's accurate?
Yes.
How is that different?
Because I wasn't allowed
I
to
was able to
leave.
take I was able to take his spell books away.
And I wasn't
I
allowed to
can't
leave.
defang that guy.
I could make
Well,
a
I
muzzle.
could, but that would definitely be morally dubious.
Like a,
I
we, I can make something that will keep.
I have handcuffs.
So
Hmm.
you'll all be okay with muzzling him, tying him up, and turning him into essentially what I was with Ragadraga and put him in a corner and lock him up. Because you
No,
want to take him down and see if he's worth it.
No, I don't
we
want to
want to
take him
give.
down and see if he's worth it.
That's what you said. He's potentially someone
No,
That's
worth
not what
Jeremina
we
harming.
wants to
said.
take him down because she feels bad for him.
Yeah, let's not get
Marty's the one
No,
saying that
and
there's
that's what I'm
usefulness
bringing
to it.
up. Marty wants to bring him down to see if he's worth another pair of hands. Jeremina wants to bring him down because Jeremina feels bad.
No,
So
Marty
then what
also
do we
feels bad.
so
Yeah,
then
I am making a point of like, if this guy
ex-
is looking for redemption,
okay,
helping us is not a bad way to get it.
and what if his
And he
natural
doesn't even have
instincts
to help us. He
then
can
why bring
fuck
him
off into the
down?
desert for all I care.
Or he can fuck off here while we leave.
Cool. Let's bring him down
Actually,
and
that would
find
be
out.
smart. Actually, yeah, I like that one. Let him fuck off after we get him down. But we should probably do it while he's awake.
Yep. All right. Um. Siobhan says that Jeremina flares out her wings and she's going to kind of. I think she has to run up the tree a little bit. But she'll fly up and start wedging the guy off the tree.
He's
Okay.
unconscious though, right?
He is, yes.
Okay.
Thank
Uh,
God.
Okay. As you do that, you hear the sound of the vultures change, essentially. Before they were silently circling, and you could hear the occasional flap of heavy wings when they would come low to feed or to interact with Jander. But the second you begin sort of like shimmying him or like jostling him around on the branch, you begin to hear a chorus of loud, thundering like caws as they
Oh,
continue to
shit.
circle, like essentially, like yeah, they're
Like
reacting in some way.
vultures.
Yeah, they're reacting in some way to what you've done.
Um, I think Jeremina was taking it kind of slowly. She hears the cause and I mean just starts like yanking this dude off the branch. She is not letting the party talk her out of it. Like she's moving as quickly as she can. And she's just gonna say, "Oh, go to the war machine. Go to the war machine."
Siobhan is already like
Starting up.
out.
Yep.
Jaco's not
Marty is
moving.
running as fast as her little legs will take her.
Jaco's not moving.
Okay. All right, Jeremina, go ahead and make a strength athletics check.
I will say that Siobhan gets behind the fallen tree and she stays there because I think it's like roughly what 30 foot
Also,
or so.
do keep in mind you have one level of exhaustion, so this will
Oh,
be a disadvantage.
okay.
Shit.
10.
10. So you pull and tug, and you do feel the body getting looser, but it does not come off the tree, and you hear the chorus of calls from the vultures begin to increase in frequency, and you can hear heavy flapping wings approaching over the top of the um, dark iron trees from one direction or another. You can't quite see where it's coming from.
Jacob, baby, I can't
Fablemancer,
carry
thank you so
both
much
of
for
you.
that follow. I appreciate that.
From beyond, Siobhan Siobhan is going to use thaumaturgy and uh peek up from behind the tree and basically say, "You guys need to fucking book it."
Jacob will yell to Savon, "Get going now. This thing goes fast. Get out of here. I can keep up."
Marty is immediately jumping into the war machine and is running up to get this thing, the engine running, and moving towards the people. Like,
Uh, oh
no,
yeah,
no, not towards the people, because there's
direction of
smoke in the
travel.
way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeremy, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Jason, how high are these fucking vulture chickens?
They're about 2 stories up. Or are you talking about the ones that are circling?
The ones that are circling that are essentially threatening.
Uh, they are like 500 feet up, and I'm about to talk about the one that you guys can actually hear, like the wings flapping
9.
on.
Got it.
9.
Oh, fuck.
You hearing the sound of approaching approaching wings, you're able to turn and see that there is a vulture flying at treetop height in your direction, coming towards you.
Is there a way to tell if it's being aggressive or being a delivery service?
Go ahead and roll a insight check.
Dirty
While
20.
Marty Siobhan is staying posted up behind the tree.
Okay,
Dirty 20.
dirty 20. So you will note that this vulture, it is flying far more aggressively than the one that acted as a delivery person. It is coming hard and fast, um, and yeah, it is approaching with quite a speed.
How high up is Jeremina?
She is about like 15 feet ish off the ground.
Okay. Um, he's going to yell, Jeremina, it's coming to attack you. You need to give up and get down. I'm not kidding.
Is this my turn?
Yeah, you can make another athletics check if you would like, or observe the approaching vulture. It's up to you.
Jeremy's going to. How far away is Siobhan?
However far away the tree is.
The
How
Uh,
down.
far
that
away?
there was a clearing in front of the tree that had Jander on it. So you'd probably be about like 15 to 20 feet away from the tree where Jander is being futzed with. Because yeah, you went behind a tree in the direction of the war machine, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, 15 20 feet.
I'm going to use my free action, and I mean, Jermina's not listening to Jaco, and she'll look at Siobhan and she'll say, Siobhan, keep me from the grave. Can you cast Sanctuary? And I'm going to use my action to keep wiggling the guy off the branches.
Okay. Go ahead and roll another athletics check.
There's so many plans going on right now. It's great.
Lord.
11.
Oh
11.
my god.
You wiggle and try to force the body off of the tree, but you do not. You're not able to get it to budge. The centuries of time spent here is certainly working against you. And as you glance up, looking at that vulture that is approaching um, with intention, you sort of see it bank, like it literally was coming at you and then sort of goes out and then banks in, and as it banks in you see that this vulture is not just a vulture. It has a tack, it has a rider in
Oh.
full plate armor, that is watching you as it sort of banks in a corner and just sort of almost does like a pass on the tree. And the I'll show you what the rider looks like.
Fuck.
Mm,
Fuck.
hate
Uh,
that.
the um, what the? Give me a second. I gotta clip it.
Oh
Um,
my god.
the armor itself is a sort of dark plate that matches the iron of the trees. It's sort of a very gothic style, full plate helmet, when you can see sort of like burning orange cinders behind the helmet's visor, and strung in a scabbard on the side of the saddle on the vulture is this large, imposing looking greatsword.
Oh shit.
I should
What would you like to do?
Um, how close is he? Like in
He
this.
actually
Go ahead.
so yeah, so that's the other thing, is that he's currently probably about like 100 feet out from where you guys are, um, but also is now not coming any closer and is just banking aggressively, in kind of creating a circle around the tree, but does not appear to be getting any closer anymore.
Jaco is going to use his free action to yell, "Are we done playing? Obviously, this is not a game anymore." And that's up to Jeremina.
Well, I mean, Jeremina looks down at him, and I think she just kind of makes a face. Um, but yeah, I don't think she responds.
Jeremina, I don't think this is worth it.
How much space is on the branch that she's on?
Um, I mean, the branch is fairly. It's pretty thick in the sense that like you can stand on it probably, especially given your size.
Okay. He's going to Misty step up there and be right next to her. And he's going to look at her and go, "If you're not getting down, then I'm staying here until you get down."
Are you gonna help?
Do you see my size? My
Do you
my
see mine?
Yeah, it's a lot bigger than mine. You take care of him, I'll watch this. And he'll point to the armored individual.
Okay.
So hurry up.
Or you could just help me.
I can try.
That's that's all I ask you to do. Please.
Jaco's gonna look one more time and make sure this dude is not moving or pretending or anything. Like this motherfucker is essentially dead, waiting for blood, kind of thing.
Yeah, he is dead weight. He is like completely limp.
Jaco's going to try to help, but half of his eye is going to be on this guy if he gets closer.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Let's go 0.
Siobhan's also your eyes on the ground.
Natural 20.
Uh,
Yo.
Hey.
as you guys go into once again attempt to get this body off of this branch it's impaled on, you see that 100 feet become 90, become 80. Like it's beginning to spiral in. It is quite clear that it is trying to dissuade you from your course of action, but
Um,
for whatever reason, is not attacking.
I would like to know if he seems like he's going to be within 30.
Okay.
What are you
Um,
about to do? What are you fucking about to do?
not quite
What his
yet.
family taught him.
Oh, God.
Um, okay, is it my turn?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. As they're both kind of like crouching over this guy, Jeremy is going to cup the back of Jaco's head and bring their foreheads together. Um, and with one hand that I think is like definitely slick with the carry-on's blood, she's going to write a word in Infernal on the back of his neck and cast Shield of Faith as a bonus action. Um, and then she's going to lean back and use her action to try and pull the guy off the fucking branch.
Okay. Go ahead and make a athletics check.
Is that with help making it normal?
I'll say yes.
I have really sad music playing right now. Oh my god.
What's the number?
7. And
Still doesn't.
there's nothing
I
I
Still
think
can
doesn't
do
fish
move.
fish is
either.
perishing.
Um,
Pear fishing.
I need to look at what Shield of Faith does.
Can Marty see what's happening from the war machine?
Yes, I would say that you can see it in the vaguest sense, kind of in a similar way that you saw the original interaction
Oh my
between the
god.
original vulture and Jander. So like you can see figures and shapes, but probably couldn't like read someone's lips, if that makes sense.
Cool. Um, Seeing this vulture get closer, can Marty take out her crossbow and shoot it?
Yeah, sure. Um, Are you shooting at the mount or at the
The
rider?
mount.
Okay.
I don't even know if Marty sees the rider at this point.
Yeah, probably not.
Marty, I know Marty is a crazy girl to bring to the club. Like, I know you're hanging out, and I know you're like, you see that guy at the bar? And Marty's like, I have a gun in my purse. You want me to shoot him?
She is going to use her bonus action to cast Branding Smite first.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
I'm waiting for it to be real for Jeremina. That's what I'm waiting for.
Give me a
Is like that
repeater.
moment of like, oh fuck.
No, I mean, that
17,
happened the first round.
23. Do either of
Uh,
those hit?
23 will hit. Yep.
Oh fuck.
Okay. Damage. 12 points of damage, and then 4 points of radiant.
Okay.
So a total
Um,
of 18 damage.
okay.
16.
The bolt strikes true on the vulture. You see the burst of radiant damage, and neither the mount nor its rider seemed particularly asked about it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Same. Oh, but still. Oh.
All right, what's the plan, gang?
You guys need to leave him behind. You guys have one last shot.
Literally, Jaco like looks down at Savan and's like giving the like big wide eye of like, I fucking know. What do you think I'm trying to get her to do? Like that's just
He's not
all
gonna
in
do
his
it.
face. That's just all in his
He's like, I'm
face.
giving you guys one last shot, and then I'm going back to the war machine.
He looks at Jeremina.
Okay, well, one last shot, right? One last shot.
Is it going to be the last one and then you're done? He's staring at her. Is this the
What is
last
wrong
try?
with you?
I made a promise to be here to help you as anything you need. No matter how fucking ridiculous this is. You think I'm going to leave you if you tell me this is not the last one?
Well, don't act like such a jerk.
It's the only way you listen sometimes.
No, it's not.
Hate me later. Let's get this
No,
done.
I hate you right now. Get
That's
off my
fine.
tree.
No.
Jeremina will keep watching the guy off the tree.
Okay, go ahead and make a athletics check.
Jaco will help.
Okay. 15.
15. All right. Just the absolute minimum that you needed.
Oh my
So
god.
you all of the wiggling and all of the pushing has freed up the body, and eventually you get it to just the tip of the edge of the iron tree and give it one last shove, and Jandra's body essentially ragdolls itself off of the tree.
Right.
Right to the
Muckroll,
blood.
thank you so
Yeah,
much
it's
for
sort
that
of like,
subscription. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing good,
lands
having a good
like
night, and enjoying the
like
craziness that
just
we're doing.
absolutely
Thank you for
face
that
down,
subscription.
ragdolled into the blood on the ground. Uh, as this happens, the vulture upon which the rider is circling, you hear a like a enraged caw as the rider digs its spurs into the mount, gives it one last bank, and begins to descend towards the clearing. Um, and as it descends, you see the rider sort of like kick up one leg over the side of the saddle to sort of almost like ride side saddle, like holding the saddle and one foot in the stirrups, will take the sword out of the sheath, jump from the mount, and land in the clearing. And we are going to start next session in initiative. All right, so thanks for tuning in, everybody. Pop in next time where we'll be fighting pretty beefy guy.
A
Should be.
Dark Souls ass right now. The bar. What happens is the bar just
No,
got
the bar just fills all the way fucking up.
yeah. There's
It's
just
what
a red line that cuts across the screen. It's his health.
it's one of those ones where where it fills up once and you're like, okay, and then the orange bar on top of the green shows up and you're like, oh
It's got a
no.
fucking second form.
Yeah. Thanks everyone. We'll see you next week. Bye guys.